Good morning students. Today we are going to study PN junction diode characteristics. PN junction diode is a device which allows current to flow in one direction only. It doesn't allow the current to flow in another direction. But in conductors, if we allow the current to flow in any direction, the current will flow. But in insulators, current doesn't flow from any direction. So here the current will flow only when P type of the semiconductor is connected to positive terminal of the battery. Positive terminal of the battery is connected to P type and negative terminal of the battery is connected to N type. Then it is called as forward bias. In forward bias only current will flow through the PN junction diode. Even we supply in forward bias connection very low DC voltage, which is 3 volts DC voltage up to 0 to 3 volt DC voltage, we can observe the current from 0 to 10 milliamperes. In reverse bias, P type of the semiconductor diode is connected to the negative terminal of the battery and positive is connected to N type. So this is called reverse bias. In forward bias, positive terminal of the battery is connected to P, positive to P and negative to N. But in reverse bias, negative to P and positive to N. So this is reverse bias. Even we supply 0 to 30 volts DC power supply, we can observe the current very less, negligible current, 0 to 100 microamperes. Here milliamperes, 1 milliampere is equals to 1000 microamperes. This is very negligible current. Here we are supplying very large voltage 0 to 30 volts DC, but we are getting only negligible current 0 to 100 microamperes. So now we are going to do the connections and we observe the variations between voltage and current in forward bias and reverse bias. This is the circuit diagram of forward bias. We have to measure the voltage, what voltage we are sending through the PN junction diode by using voltmeter, which is connected parallel to the source or battery, and 1 milliammeter is connected here in the circuit to measure the current in the through the PN junction diode. So here negative terminal of the battery is connected to ammeter, so we have to connect negative terminal of the ammeter from positive terminal of the ammeter to PN junction diode. This ammeter is connected in series connection. Now here we have to use, here more current will flow in forward bias, so we have to use ammeter which is having 0 to 10 milliamperes. Here voltmeter we use, here voltage we have to supply and we have to measure voltmeter 0 to 3 volts. We are using 0 to 3 volts DC power supply, so we have to use voltmeter to measure 0 to 3 volts DC power supply. Now we are going to do connections. Now we are going to do the connections for forward bias of PN junction diode. This is the circuit diagram of PN junction diode and this is the PN junction diode semiconductor characteristics operator, and this is ammeter and this is voltmeter. We can use ammeter for measuring high current by using this toggle button. We keep 0 to 10 milliamperes current we can measure by using the scale, upper scale. And if we need to measure low current, we use this toggle button and we keep for 100 microamperes. We use here lower scale. Now in forward bias, even we supply very low voltage 0 to 3 volts DC, we can observe more current, so we keep for 10 milliamperes. So next, this is voltmeter. We can measure this voltmeter 3 volts 0 to 3 volts DC and 30 volts DC. In forward bias, we are supplying only 0 to 3 volts DC power supply, so we keep this voltmeter to 3 volt DC by using this toggle button. Now in forward bias, we supply only 3 volts DC. This is the source. We can adjust to 30 volts or 3 volts. In forward bias, we have to supply 3 volts, so we kept it for 3 volts. So now this is the DC output, which is battery, which gives us 0 to 3 volts when we keep toggle button this side, and gives 30 volts DC when we keep toggle button this side. In forward bias, we need 3 volts. So now we have to give the connections as in the circuit. Before we send the voltage to the PN junction diode in forward bias, we have to measure the voltage. So we have to measure the voltage here. So we have to connect the voltmeter parallelly to the circuit. So we are connecting positive of the voltmeter to positive of the source. Red pins indicates positive and black pin indicates negative. So next, negative of the battery is connected parallel to the voltmeter. Now we have to connect ammeter. So negative of the ammeter is connected to negative of the battery. So from battery to ammeter is connected in series. So negative of the battery is connected to negative of the ammeter, and from ammeter to ammeter positive to we have to connect negative of the PN junction diode. This is the positive of the ammeter. We are connecting to the negative of the PN junction diode. This is forward bias. PN junction diode is here. So this is the negative. So we have done. Now one more connection is there. Positive of the PN junction diode is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. So we are connecting positive to positive of the PN junction diode. The current will flow from positive terminal of the battery to PN junction diode, from PN junction diode to positive terminal of the ammeter, and from ammeter to it flows to the negative terminal of the battery. Now we are going to switch on the PN junction diode. We have done all arrangements. We are going to switch on. Now here voltmeter is showing 0 readings and current is also showing 0 readings. In forward bias, we can observe more current even we are applying 3 volts DC power supply. As we increase the voltage, there is no deflection in current initially. Later current is increasing. So current is increasing. So later current will increase. This is more current because we are measuring 0 to 10 milliamperes, which is more current. Here deflection is small, but the scale is big scale, which is measuring 0 to 10 milliamperes. So current will increase. We have to note down the readings for voltage and current. Here least count of this voltmeter for forward bias is we have to use upper scale, which is having 0 to 3 volts. For 10 divisions, it's showing 0.5 volts. So for here 10 lines equals to 0.5. So 0.5 by 10 is equals to 0.05 volts. So one small line is equals to 0.05 volts. So for every 0.2 volts, we measure the corresponding current. Here also we use the upper scale, which is showing giving the measurement 0 to 10 milliamperes. We will plot a graph for forward bias. You can observe the graph like this. For very small voltage, you can observe the more current in forward bias to flow through the PN junction diode. Now we will discuss about reverse bias connection circuit diagram. Now I am going to do the reverse bias of PN junction diode. This is the circuit diagram of PN junction diode for reverse bias. In reverse bias, we connect negative terminal of the battery to positive terminal of the PN junction diode and positive of the terminal of the battery to negative terminal of the PN junction diode. In between, we arrange ammeter in series connection to measure the current flow through the PN junction diode, and voltmeter is arranged in parallel to the battery to measure what voltage we are sending through the PN junction diode. As we have discussed, we send 30 volts up to 30 volts DC power supply, we observe only 0 to 100 microamperes of current. So we have to do few arrangements. Here we have to send 30 volts DC power supply. So by using this toggle button, we keep 30 volts DC power supply. This is our 30 output voltage DC power supply, and we have to measure voltage 30 volts. So we have to use lower scale, which is having 0 to 30 volts DC power supply measurement. So we use this toggle button to keep measuring 0 to 30 volts DC power supply. Now here in reverse bias, only very small current is passed through the, which is negligible current passed through the PN junction diode. For measuring this current, we need 0 to 100 microamperes ammeter. So we have to keep this ammeter for 0 to 100 microamperes measurement. So we have to use lower scale, which is having 0 to 100 microamperes. So here for 10 divisions, it's having 20. So for each line, it's equals to 0.2 microamperes. So like this, now we are going to do connections. So voltmeter is connected to the parallel to the battery, which means positive of the voltmeter is connected to the positive of the source battery as connected in PN junction diode. This connection is same. Negative of the voltmeter is connected to negative of the battery. We are measuring current, what current we are sending to the PN junction diode. So now, as in connection, negative of the battery is connected to positive of the PN junction diode. So this is negative. So negative of the battery is connected to the positive of the PN junction diode. Next, from positive of the battery to connected to the positive of the ammeter. This is series connection. Next, from ammeters negative to we are connecting negative of the PN junction diode. We use this PN junction diode for reverse bias and we use this PN junction for forward bias. Now we are going to switch on the operator. Now when we increase the voltage, we can observe the change in current. Current is flowing, but this current is very small current, which is microamperes, which is very small current. So negligible current. As we increase the voltage, we are supplying large voltage from in reverse bias. 30 volt DC we are supplying, up to 30 volt DC we are increasing current. We are applying 30 voltage. I kept 30 voltage DC power supply. We can observe that current is small, very small current, which is in microamperes. In forward bias only, in PN junction diode, even we apply very small voltage, we can observe the more current. In reverse bias, even we apply 30 volts up to 30 volts DC, we can only observe very less current, which is negligible current, 0 to 100 amperes. This is the study of PN junction diode, reverse bias and forward bias. The graph in the reverse bias appears like this. As we increase the voltage but current, only less current, negligible current flows through the PN junction diode. For forward bias and reverse bias, we can observe the graph like this. Whatever it may be the scale we use for measuring, we have to calculate the least count. Least count means one line is equals to how much. So for calculating this, for example here 0 to 5. So 10 lines is equals to 5. So 5 by 10, which is equals to 0.5 volts. Like this we have to calculate. For one line is equals to 0.5 volts.